Turn me up.
Your life don't have to be love. At times it seems we take for granted how precious life can be. Ooh, we just hold on, and I'm sure you'll understand it. Bringing into this world,
Here you go, Wilder.
a precious boy,
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line that I ride, I just hope I don't cry. I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting.
That was beautiful.
Sexual tiger.
That was beautiful.
Hey man,
I love that song.
well here we go. Welcome back to another episode
Welcome
of
back, family. Welcome back.
Dropping Dymes.
But I ain't no snitch though.
And you know, if you don't know, I'm always gonna tell my goddamn
They
truth.
They know. They
And
know.
we are the Dimetations.
We back.
Hey man,
Yeah.
welcome back, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back. My dog was really singing.
Put my heart into it.
Yeah,
And he just learned it right
yeah.
now.
He just on the fly.
like 6 seconds ago.
I'm just proud that this internet be rolling like the way it do.
Boy,
Hey,
it's saving lives out here.
I'm
Listen.
telling you, hey.
Hey, but before we go any further though, for real, subscribe, share, comment,
Ring the bell.
ring that bell, get these notifications. Ain't like we be, you know what I'm saying, doing a whole bunch of pop-up shit, but
Yeah.
just in case.
Throw your comments in there.
Yeah.
From last time, from this
Oh,
time,
yeah, they ain't been
Yeah.
bullshitting.
from the first episode. If you went back and took that, throw your comments in there, man.
Yeah, man. We definitely do appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
We sure
learn from
appreciate
them, grow from them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here we go. We got another good one, man.
Do we?
I feel like
We
we
about
do.
to find out if we don't.
Yeah. I think
We about
do.
to find out a lot. Oh, motherfucking lot.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, my boy got his LSU jersey on.
Oh yeah, they play tonight.
So by the time y'all see this,
We'll be
LSU
the one.
Island.
We'll
Oh.
be 1-0 by the time y'all watch this.
Who y'all play?
Florida State.
Really?
Yeah. Tonight at 7:30.
Bro, I had this little epiphany that Florida State coming back.
To do what?
Whoop
Yeah.
y'all last night first.
Nah,
Then,
nah, they not.
you sure?
They're not gonna beat us. And
we
I'm
look
just
good.
and I'm only saying that just from
Because
a fan.
yeah, because you
I
don't know
nothing
shit.
about our team right now. We got a new coaching staff, new team. Damn near.
Who
but,
y'all quarterback? don't know.
we find that out tonight. Actually.
Really?
Yep.
Brian Kelly with that
only the
bullshit.
team knows. Yep.
that's crazy.
Yep. Only the team.
Well,
knows.
I'm a no, so you
We'll
already
see.
know how
I just got this feeling, bro. I just had
We playing good ball.
42-14 LSU tonight.
ooh,
That's disrespectful.
And we allowing them 2 touchdowns late. Nah, we're gonna give up one early to see where we at.
wake
And then
y'all
the
ass
next one
up
gonna
and
be
then
late. Yep.
then y'all gonna route there.
42-14
That's
LSU.
That's
That's cute.
that's cute.
We'll
Yeah,
see
it is.
by the time this come out. We're gonna be like,
We
damn, he
definitely
was
will.
right.
And then
And then they gonna say,
talk
"What
that
if you
shit.
wrong?" Remember you
Alright,
said you
so-
don't be wrong often.
Huh?
Remember you said you don't be wrong often.
I don't remember that.
I think we had like a whole episode about it. But
Probably not.
I feel like we did. But hey, man. So this episode, man, we're gonna talk about what does your pursuit of happiness look like?
what does it look like? What's the picture?
What does your pursuit of happiness look like? What does your
That's a good movie.
pursuit of happiness look
Is,
like?
is that what your pursuit look like? That movie?
Nah, well, kinda.
Chasing the bag?
Went through some shit.
So what does
It
yours
wasn't
look
really-
like?
They weren't really chasing the bag,
Nah, it wasn't.
but you know.
So what does yours look like? If it don't look like Will Smith,
Nah, his
And
shit,
Jaden.
his shit was rough. But in the same sense of that though, kinda because you know, family is kinda where my focus goes. You know what I mean? So when my family is happy, I'm happy. When I'm able to provide for family and do everything I need to do, you know, that makes me happy. So I would say my pursuit of happiness is making the family happy.
to tag on to that, I was in this relationship group with a bunch of old couples, and they asked, and I don't want to make this a relationship episode at all, but they asked the men You said what?
No, go ahead.
He's definitely going down there, right?
Let's end it right after I finish this. All right.
All right.
But they asked the men in the group, they was like, what makes you happy? And every last one of them, and these are guys that are 45 to 75, like older guys. And every last one of them was like, when she happy.
No.
And I took it as like, I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
okay, all right.
But if you look at it in I guess a grander scheme, bigger than just the wife, it's really when his family's happy.
Yeah.
Happy. So when you just said that, it kind of changed the way I thought about it. Because I was like, hell no, it's not about when she happy that I'm happy. I'm glad it's empty. But it's not about when she happy. It's when my family happy. And your family is really just the branches of you.
Yeah. And my family includes me, right?
Facts.
So if I'm able to do everything I need to do and, move the family forward, I think that's my happiness. Like now, she could be mad while even in that process,
still
right?
Yeah.
But I'm still happy because I'm able to provide and do what I need to do, and that shit makes me happy because the whole core of the family is happy. And I don't give a damn about the attitude or the kids' attitude at that point. You know what I mean? Because that's something totally different. But the whole picture of just being, providing and making sure we're moving forward and having the things they need to have, and I'm having the things I need to have, spending the time I need to have, her spending the time she need to have, kids doing what they need to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that coming together will be my pursuit of happiness.
Is the pursuit of happiness a present tense or is it a future tense for you?
It will have to be present, right? Because I can only deal with right now, day by day, making sure I move forward day by day.
Yeah.
But a few episodes ago, you was in
No. I am. I'm there, but
Yeah.
I don't know what that is yet, right? So I have to push to get there, right? And so to get in February, I need to make sure this shit is rolling in the right direction.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So do you look like he said, a grander scheme, right? So do you see your happiness as a grand scheme, or is your happiness in each moment? I think, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, that's the space I'm getting
that's
to.
different. Okay, yeah, I would see it in the grand scheme.
So
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna do what I gotta do
Punchline.
so we can get to Disney
So we can,
in February,
In February,
right?
yeah.
Disney is that's
the happiness.
Yeah,
And we're in a pursuit to get to that.
In this sense right now. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could use that as an example. Yeah.
All right. So now, I get what you're saying because you're a dad, you're a husband, but like, does that? How can I say it without it sounding like some selfish shit?
No,
like
just
is that like your happiness though?
Is it my
Like-
happiness?
Like what is your happiness?
I can honestly say that is my happiness because within that I'm still doing. So that's like the full thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Everything. But within that, yes, I have to make sure that I'm happy. And so with my happiness, I do shit like this. I go play football.
Yeah.
But making sure the grand scheme of shit is
Your family.
pushing my family forward. Right? And if I'm happy, I'm able to make everybody else happy. And that makes me happy also.
Okay. So happiness lives within you, but then also lives outside of you.
Yeah.
And it lives today, but it also works towards tomorrow.
Even when I'm having a fucked up day, right? and
Yeah.
Not, I guess, happy, I can still sit back and see that everything is going well, and that shit is
It's
like,
moving
all
towards
right.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm good.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can respect
That's why
that.
I say the whole thing is like my pursuit.
Not to harp on you more, but
keep
you know
going.
you just came through a space where you lost a job, shit, car was fucked up, having
Damn,
issues.
man, stop telling all my business.
We already
bro.
talked about the
Oh,
shit.
all right, my bad.
Told you, I'm only gonna bring it up if you bring it up.
No,
on
I'm
here.
just talking shit.
But-
you know, I don't care.
But how did you were you able to find happiness in that period, or
That
was
shit-
it still looking down the line, moving forward to get to happiness?
It's definitely looking down the line. And within that point right there that you're talking about, it was like myself happy? No.
Yeah.
But I knew the moves that I was going to make in order to, because it didn't, by the grace of God, and it's not bragging or anything, but y'all know, it didn't stop anything.
Right.
Thank God.
Right.
So things were still getting paid. Hell, we had another car, so we just had to maneuver a little different. You know what I mean? Until, we could get back to where we are now. So, but was I happy then? No, not at all. But like I said, that's the sitting back and it's like, Brandon, your kids ain't missed a meal. Everything's still good. You still have enough, money to move in the right direction until something happens.
Yeah.
And like I said, thank God I was able to still move forward and land in a different position to continue to move forward. Right. I never got to the point to where I felt like, ooh, shit. All right. You know what I mean? Like this ain't gonna. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
But I was thinking about. I honestly was thinking about your situation, bro, and I was like, man, and I can't speak for everybody, whether it's God, you said the universe line things up, but bro, God really lined things up at that time for your life. Like think about French was on the team.
That's it, bro.
That man ain't come out there for one football game this season. So
I think about that shit. Bro, it's amazing. I think about that shit so much, and it's the little things that line my life up. It's like, it's crazy. But you like, even notice that.
That man ain't come out there for one game this season, right?
Yeah.
So think about, had that happened later, French wouldn't have been out there to say, or even in the group chat to say, hey,
I got an opportunity.
I got an opportunity for anybody that needs it. Fuck with me.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna ask you next about is like being in that space, but then being able to see where the happiness could be. Is that tied to your faith? Like,
no, for sure. Hell yeah, all that. Yes, it has to be. Like, yes, yeah, it is.
How?
What do you mean how? Did you just not hear me thank God 20 times just now?
I know how did you?
Me too. I put a 0 on it. It was 2. But
niggas be lying on their relationship with God. There it is, right there.
I'm gonna tell you.
Thank God.
Look, my wife was telling her parents. She was like, I took 13 pairs of pants to the cleaners for this man. I said, so we're gonna exaggerate?
Man,
she was like, 2. It was 3.
Yeah, 13. Hey, you gotta add something on that.
We'll add 10 though.
But nah, because like even in that dark time, right? For me, to sit back and still be able to like trusting in God is what got me to actually just sit back and be like, all right, you got this. You know what I mean? Shit's still good. Your kids don't even know you ass out of work. Don't even really recognize you got one car. You know what I mean? Because it didn't stop anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So God was the reason I was able to sit back and not stress too much about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because by myself, I would have thought the world was about to end. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because I remember you like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, but you never lost or forgot about the faith.
The faith.
Like you said, it's gonna be God.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
well, y'all knew first. Like them conversations when I was telling you, and I never, bro. I was always like, even telling y'all like, man, it's gonna be straight. Something gonna work out. Like I just felt it. I didn't know what at the time.
Yeah.
But I just knew, bro. Like, nah, we gonna be straight. Now, like I said, but me still though, like that shit still. I wasn't just completely like, sitting on my ass like, I'd be all right. It'll work itself out. Hell nah. Faith without work is dead. So I had to do the work too. Yeah. But also, having faith, man. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I appreciate you elaborating on your happiness because it's a lot bigger than just I'm happy today.
Nah, yeah.
And to me, like I looked on the feelings wheel, and happy is a feeling on the feelings wheel, and happiness can be fleeting. It can be momentary, but I looked at it, instead of thinking about going down the line of happiness, I started thinking like, what about in your life now? Even in your worst moment, can you be in the pursuit to find what's happy for you? Like people ask me, am I happy with my life? I'm like, yeah, I'm probably 70% happy. So it's some things in there that's not so happy, but I intentionally look for what I'm happy about. Like being able to come and sit down, I'm intentionally like, I'm happy to come do this. Yeah. Like you said, flag football, I'm happy to go
Shout out to
out
us
there.
For winning too.
You said what?
Shout out to us for winning.
Yeah, Georgia Smoke.
Yeah.
Champs, baby. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Writing the book, audio book.
Yeah.
I mean, just intentionally thinking about those things that make me happy in today's moment, even though it might be a dark cloud today. You know, I got my issues going. And it don't stop a beat in my mind because I'm like, I know there are things in my life. I'm in the pursuit to look for those things that give me the smile, the energy to continue to progress because, yeah, I do have some happiness dreams down the line, but I'm not there yet.
And sometime in the moment, it's hard to see that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So,
and that's why it's been intentional for me because I've been one to be able to sulk in a moment and be like, yo, shit ain't going right. Why me? But like, it's so many other things in the space that I'm in right now that are going right.
Yeah.
That are working for me. And I
think a lot of times we forget about it when we in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You get caught up in the feelings. So that's why I'm like, happiness is a feeling, but if you understand feelings are fleeting, all right, now let me go find what is actually happy about or my happiness in today. And then
gratitude.
That's my word for year 33. Grace, gratitude. Like, I'm grateful, and I hate to say it to be cliche. You know, there's somebody going through something worse than you in life. And it's something that you're going through that you can be happy about that they can't.
Yeah.
Just knowing that, I'm like, all right, let me go find what that is. And then that continues to make me show up. Because I was going through my thing I told y'all about a year ago when I dropped the book. Nobody knew because I was able to, I hate to say it sometimes, but compartmentalize and find the things that I was excited about and keep showing up. The things I'm going through right now with like the car, the house. Nobody gonna know that.
You're going through some shit now that, you know,
Ain't nobody gonna know because I intentionally like, all right, I'm happy that I got a house to live in over my head. Now we got some shit to do to it to make it work, but I'm excited about the fact that I can wake up every day underneath a roof. I ain't got to worry about a meal. Those things, I get to come holler at y'all. I get to go play flag. I get to go to a job that's continuing to grow me. All these things I can be excited and happy about. My family, all these things. But I could be sulking about, goddamn, my AC went out, bro. I'm going to have to come out 4 bands, 6 bands.
But guess what, though? You know what's the happiness in that?
What's that?
And you ain't going to be happy giving it away, but you got it to give it away.
Facts.
That's like, a lot of people don't.
You can take an HVAC class, learn how to fix.
But then that's time.
Fix that.
Nah, that's why you know. That's why you know people.
You know, yeah, for real, yeah.
But I think when people are going through their toughest moments where they feel like they may not be happy, and honestly, I'm not no counselor or nothing, but you think about people that are considering suicide. Because honestly, I've thought about it in the past.
Damn.
Find the things in your life that are worth you, that bring you happiness, that bring joy to you. Try to hold on to those things. That's my experience to kind of bring you back. Like, there is purpose for me here. There is reason for me to feel in this world. Yeah. Like, the pursuit of happiness, everybody thinks about, when you first think about it, you think about, I'm chasing to have my family set up for generations. I'm chasing my kids to go to school and do that. Or I'm chasing this big house, do that. But understand, like, in today, you going through whatever, there's still something to be happy about and that could bring you joy, because happiness is tied to joy on the feelings wheel. Look for those things intentionally.
If y'all don't know what the feelings wheel is, the feelings wheel.
Can't see that shit.
No, I know they ain't gonna be able to see it, but it's from the Gottman Institute. And it's like literally called the feelings wheel. And it starts inside. It's 6 major feelings. And then they all branch off from there.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all had ever heard of that. But I was, where did we see this at?
I saw it in counseling.
Yeah, so did I. So I ain't know if you had saw it there or you saw it on something else. But when I was doing my delving into myself, this was where I pulled this up. And I really tore into myself with it. But I thought that was a dope tool, man. So if y'all ever look for that, it's the feelings wheel. It's from the Gottman Institute. But that thing is huge, man. Like it'll give you a lot of insight into yourself too.
Yeah.
But, it does. I ain't want to admit that, but yeah.
A lot of times I was listening to somebody talk about like black men and why we lash out. And part of it is we don't know how to communicate what we're actually feeling. And then it builds up and it erupts. But if we were taught at a young age how to communicate what I'm feeling. Like my nephew was going through some things in school, and it's just his anger. But his mom asked him, he was like, "What are you feeling?" And he was just like, "I'm angry because of this." And having the space to be able to say, "I'm angry because of," now you feel like you can get a chance to work into, all right, let's see how we can adjust it, how you can interpret it different, or how you can respond
Work
different when it
through it.
happens.
Yeah.
But at first it's just like, he's just an angry kid.
Yeah.
Okay, now what? So that's some of the things that I want to kind of impart, not only to if I have kids, but the younger generation, be able to express what you feeling. If it's good, bad, happy, sad, all that stuff, express it.
Bro, I literally talk about that at least fucking 5 times a week, man.
Yeah.
Because we hear something, I know from back home or even here, like something about some young dude that done lashed out, especially on women.
Yeah.
Like dude back in Montgomery, he was working at the Hyundai plant. Him and his girlfriend was working there. And they got into it. They was having they had been going back and forth about some text messages. I don't know who had the text messages in their phone or what. I don't know all the details. But what they were on their break, sitting in the car together, and he shot her in the face.
Really?
Now, people get shot in the face and live, right? He leaves the Hyundai plant with her in the car, drives off the plant, drives essentially past the hospital, and takes her to her mother's house and tells her mother, like, you need to go get your daughter out the car.
Really?
Oh wow.
There's a disconnect.
That's
right?
the word I was thinking of.
It's a disconnect. Like we haven't given people, especially young black men, the space to express themselves and their emotions, right? It hasn't been a time where you was like, okay, like with your nephew, tell me how you feeling. I'm mad. Okay, why are you mad?
Right.
Let's work backwards from there, right? So because that hasn't happened, or we haven't been given that space, we don't even know how to deal with those emotions. So, like you said, we lash out, right? We see it all the time, right? We literally see it all the time in the news, whether it's people that we know, kids. We see it all the time.
Shit, in ourselves, cause
as adults, as adults, we see it, and we don't call it what it is. It's just like, man, he be so angry all the time.
Yeah.
Why? Let's work backwards from that, because bro, people really be going through some stuff and they don't know how to discuss it. They don't have nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
I had a young lady like telling me that about a guy, like she was dating this dude, and the dude had an accident in his car, and he called her, and during the conversation he started to cry, and she was like, "Man up."
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
She said, "Man up." He was like, and I was like, "Why did you tell him that?" Like, if he felt like this was a safe enough space to have that type of moment, to have that moment with you, why would you tell this man up?
Yeah.
The world been telling him man up
his whole life,
probably forever.
Yeah,
probably ain't never even been comfortable enough in front of nobody to cry.
Outside of his mama, and he chose you,
and you tell
and your answer to that was man up.
And they don't realize that those 2 words. Now the rest of his life, I ain't showing no emotion to nobody.
No,
fuck that.
Like everybody else gets punished.
Yep.
From you going forward, everybody else, like there is no more showing of emotion, right? So because he can't show that, it'll probably be a lash, right? Or you'll get this emotionless relationship or disconnect,
or he'll jump off a bridge and you wondering, well, I wonder why. He could have just talked to me. Well, he tried to.
Or then it turns into the situation like where everybody been talking about, like dudes want to hang with my boyfriend hang out with his homeboys, and he's real open with them, but he don't talk to me about stuff. Yeah. Have you made it a safe space to talk about shit?
Yeah.
Did you tell the nigga man up?
Yeah.
Did you tell him, man, you crying? You like a sissy?
Yeah. You the man. You supposed to be able to handle that. Nah, that's terrible.
Yeah, nah. So I don't need that right now.
Right, exactly. So because that's what I get out there.
Yeah, but cool. Glad you showed yourself.
Appreciate you.
Never again.
You. Exactly. So and then because he he probably doesn't really know how to cope with that or deal with those feelings. He gonna continue to stay in a relationship with you, not really knowing I should have just left you.
Yeah.
So then she turns into, well, I was in a 5-year relationship with this dude, and he never really showed any emotion with me. No. He showed it in year 2 when he had that car accident. Remember?
Right.
And he told a nigga man up, and then he manned up on your ass, and now you don't know nothing that's going on.
He don't show no emotion
And
at all.
look, he's supposed to get over that I said that.
Get over it.
That too.
What? If I already didn't know how to communicate from the beginning, and now I'm on this side where you done tore me down in a moment of vulnerability. You want me to come back from them? I don't even know how to get to the space that I shared it to you.
Yeah.
So
That's deep, brother. That's deep.
yeah. So one of the things that I notice is like people really don't even know what makes them happy.
All right. So do you know what makes you happy?
Yeah, I honestly do. For me, it's actually just like helping people. Just being honest. But I noticed that other people, like we kind of talked about it on the call, like people are like, because we on our phone so much and on social media and different forms, different platforms, we see other people's happiness.
Right.
And then we got to put, because we don't even know if they really happy.
Exactly.
It's a
we see they
picture in the
smile.
moment. Yeah, it's a picture in the moment. So it's that's their happiness. And then we try to link our happiness to that. Or we see them smiling, so I want to do that because I want to smile.
Exactly.
Right? So, excuse me, it's their moment of happiness. I want to be that kind of happy. So then that becomes, in your mind, my happiness.
Happiness goals.
Right. Like, these my goals.
Yeah.
I want to go to Bora to the Maldives and all that, and Greece and all that stuff, because they did it and it looked fun and they was smiling, they was happy. I want to be happy like that. But you don't even really know it. Like, you ain't
For that money, for that expense, for that moment.
You want that moment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't even know what their actual happiness is. They just want their happiness.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't know what actually makes them smile.
Make them, yeah.
And they don't need, again, it's one of them things like where your happiness starts. It's an inside job, right?
And that's what I was going to ask. What about people that they feel like other situations, other people have to generate their happiness?
Bro,
when happiness doesn't generate from inside, like you're relying on circumstances to give you happiness.
To me, that's one of the worst things, because then when those circumstances and those people don't come through, then it's like they blame, right? I mean, I had a conversation with a young lady one time, and I gave her this whole scenario. I ever tell y'all the scenario with Dr. Pepper?
No, you might have.
I think
you need to tell the people though.
Did I ever tell you? All right, so I was like, think about it like this. And I was telling this to a young lady. I was like, let's say you dating this dude, right? And your favorite drink is Dr. Pepper, right? So
it's a terrible fucking favorite drink.
Dr. Pepper's fucking awesome.
To those people that like Dr. Pepper,
right.
It's not.
So let's say every time this dude come visit, I was like, every time he come visit you, he bring you a 20. He stop at the corner store, get you a 20-ounce Dr. Pepper before he come to your house, right?
You told me this.
I told you this shit. Yeah. All right. So every time he do it, like you be like, man, thank you, right? Because he just want to make you happy, right? So one day, you on your way home from work, you pass by Publix. Publix, you know, they be running a sale or whatever, right? So they like, you buy 5, you get 5 for free.
Yeah.
2-liter Dr. Peppers. So you go in there and buy 5, you get 5 more for free. So you leave the store with 10 Dr. Peppers. And you do that every single day that the sale is going, right? Then the next week they run the same sale. So you end up with 100 fucking Dr. Peppers and you pay for 50, right? Yeah. Cool. You got all that Dr. Pepper stored away. You happy because you love motherfucking Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
But every time little buddy come to your house, he still bring you a 20-ounce. He don't even know about all them other Dr. Peppers you got stored up, right? He bring you a cold little 20-ounce. And you don't even drink the whole thing. You drink part of it, put it in the refrigerator. So the days when he don't come, you finish that off, right? So you just Dr. Pepper coming out your ass, really, right?
Literally.
Dr. Pepper everywhere, right? So one day, he like, hey, I'm still coming. I'm just stuck at work a little bit later. Can't make it at the same time. She's like, all right, cool. So he come on the way to her house. He stopped at the corner store, but it's closed because it's later now, right? So he can't get her a Dr. Pepper. He ring the doorbell. She's like, hey. He looks sad. He like, damn. She's like, what's wrong? Nigga like, man, I couldn't stop and get you no Dr. Pepper. Like, your happiness has to be that, right? And what I mean by that is all your happiness is stored already, right? Just because a person can't come through and make you happy in the moment, you still got to have that happiness stored up already. If not, you're going to continue to be disappointed in your life.
Because you're going to be mad. If you ain't got it stored, you mad because you expecting him to bring a Dr. Pepper.
Right. Anything that anybody else brings to your life should be overflow.
Yeah.
It should be overflow. Icing. It's exactly extra icing. Actually, because nigga, I want to ice my own cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't. And I think sometimes we think that happiness has to come in this tangible, like this object. And I'm one of them.
Or this action.
No lie. I was one of them people because I was buying shit to make me happy. Boy, I was buying shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I be having moments like that. I be like, man,
in the moment.
Them shoes I bought for that.
But for some people, that's it.
Yeah.
That's like, this is what makes me happy. It got to be something else.
Yeah.
Because the moment you can't buy for yourself, what else is going to do it for you? Right? So like, it has to be something else. Like, and that was one of the things I kind of had to honestly, straight up, I had to realize that about myself. I was dealing with shit, and my way of dealing with it was to cope with it. I go buy some shit. Yeah. Like if I was having a bad day, let me go buy myself some shit. That'll make me smile. That'll make, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That'll bring me out of it. You know what I'm saying? And then I just had to realize like that wasn't it. That you can't afford to keep trying to make yourself happy like this. Quit spending money like you sell drugs, Byron. Yeah. That's what I had to tell myself, right? Like for real. And then I had to realize like that ain't your happiness either. So in that, when it hit me what was going on, I was like, okay, I got to pull myself out of this. And then I had to really just find out what my happiness was. My pursuit of in my pursuit of happiness, I found out like helping people. Like,
what made you feel like that was like you internally? What made you feel like, or what did you go through that made you feel like just buying stuff ain't it? Was it shit? I'm spending too much money, or you went to counseling, or you saw somebody else that y'all had a real talk. Like, what was it that triggered? Like, this ain't it.
I was just spending just to be spending. Like, and I was like,
but people do that all the time and don't make a change.
So I took a step back and I was like, okay, now I got all this stuff.
Yeah,
all the stuff I want, stuff I don't need, stuff I need, stuff I don't need. Like and I'm still not happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still not in a good space. So
overall,
grand scheme, right? In the moment, it's that dopamine hit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you check your phone and you got likes, they say it's a dopamine hit. It's the same. It's the same release.
Check your phone, you got likes.
Yeah, like likes on likes. Social media, likes.
Oh, likes.
Yeah, like if you got likes.
Check your phone, the likes come on.
No.
Facts. I got you. I'm caught up now.
So when you get that dopamine release, it's the same as it's an addiction, right?
Yeah.
So and it's buying stuff can be an addiction. Like we see that all the time. Like people start buying shit, they don't even got the money for it. They still buying shit, right?
Yeah.
It's that release. It's that dopamine hit, right? Mm-hmm. So when I realized the dopamine hit was boom right then, and then I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? And once I come out of it, I'm back to like this melancholy feeling or sadness or whatever it was at the time. So I got to figure out what it is for me that I need to keep me going.
I got you.
And then I realized like
your source. What do you what needs to feed your source of happiness?
Exactly. So it took me a while to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Once I remember like the first time even when I was younger, I used to help people, but I didn't realize like how it made me feel. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when we were talking about the whole pride thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you can take pride in whatever you decide to take pride in. I take pride in simple stuff.
I see you cut the grass.
Cut the grass, line it up, step back, like you did a good job, son.
Yeah.
Right? So it was the same thing. I was like, damn, I felt good helping them. You know what I'm saying? And I realized, bro, like sometimes stuff like that is literally hereditary. Cause my mom is the same way.
Yeah.
Like I can honestly say my mom done helped a gang of people.
Yeah.
Like she was in a position, like her job was to literally help people. Like she worked for the state of Alabama. She helped people find jobs. It wasn't it definitely wasn't like a glamorous job. It wasn't like she was making $100,000 to do it. It was literally like, I enjoy helping people find what they need to survive.
How do you balance that? Because I like making people smile, and it's not necessarily like joking with them. It's just like during our interaction, you come away with a smile. Yeah. Something I did or said or whatever this was, you came out happy. Mm-hmm. But at some point, it can get to the point of like,
where you're depleted.
I'm depleted because I'm trying to give them their smile.
I think, man, one thing about it is whether God, the universe, whoever, whatever, right?
Brandon board.
It'll start to circle back around, right? So like God will put, like it happens all the time. Like God put people in your life to help you, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
He'll send whatever you need to help out. You could call it the universe doing it, reciprocity. Reciprocity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it comes back around full circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, no matter how depleted you are, your blessing is going to come back around to help fill you, right?
Okay, I like that.
Now,
that's some faith and belief right there.
What some of us have to then get to the point of doing is receiving it, because you know how like people like, man, you don't never ask for help. Well, you know, it ain't really my thing. Sometimes people offer help. Hey, you need some help with this? You be like, nah, I'm straight.
Could have made it a whole lot easier for yourself,
bruh. And a lot of times, that's God sent them.
Yeah,
it wasn't like you said a whole bunch of prayers like, God, please somebody to help, and you missed it.
And you said no,
and then you hurt the person who was trying to help you because you just took them out of it's their overflow.
Yeah.
Right? It's what we talked about. It's I got this overflow of money. Like I took care of everything I need to take care of on my end, and now I'm trying to bless somebody else, right?
Yeah.
They come to you like, hey, you need some help? Like, you straight? They don't necessarily say, hey, you need some money?
Yeah.
Hey, you need some help? But your pride, they got in the way. You can't even say, yeah, man, they just need a couple dollars, dog.
I think from what you said, I heard that we need to move with humility. So give your gift, give the thing that you feel like you need to do, but don't tie your emotions to, all right, if they don't give something back to me, or if I don't get nothing back from this in this time, then
do your part.
Yeah, just do your part. And like you said, the belief that reciprocity is real. I give out good, it's gonna come back to me in some different form.
Always.
But so some people get so tied into, hey, I gave you a Red Bull this week. I gave you a Red Bull last week. I gave you a Red Bull next week.
It's gonna never come back like that. It's never gonna come back like that because you gave it expecting something.
Exactly.
With the expectancy.
Yeah. Exactly. But see, then I, in my head, get fucking mad at Byron because he didn't give me a Red Bull. But if you just give it out of your heart, out of your humility, and knowing the world, it might not even look like Byron giving to you. It be goddamn Pee Wee coming to holler at you and giving you something. But it's because I gave with my heart. I gave with my humility. The world, God got me.
And that's what I'm saying. It's somebody who ain't gonna accept it from Pee Wee because I'm still waiting on you to get my Red Bull back. Yeah. And you like, bruh, like I got all you motherfucking Red Bulls. You get one. You like, nah, nigga, I don't want your Red Bull. I want Red Bull. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, all right, Byron, give him the Red Bull.
Yeah, you give him the Red Bull and then give it to him. You like, here.
Yeah.
And then nigga like, now you take a red. Nah, I don't want that nigga to have no Red Bull. Cause like that's what we at though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people like, and I struggle with it because I wouldn't accept help from people.
Yeah.
I been helped as many people as I can. And then like it'd be my turn and I'd be like, nah. No,
it's funny
because and then I used to psych myself out like it's some lesson I'm supposed to be learning in my suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, maybe
accept help.
Like maybe you know this was from when I did whatever when I was this age. So maybe I'm supposed to sit in this, God.
But then there was that time like, you did do it.
And God like,
age.
hey, dummy. I watched you when you did
do
the good deed.
The next age.
So accept this. I'm sending these people to help you. And you like we get caught up, man. We get caught up in our
It's funny because I actually hadn't even thought about this instance. I had started changing cleats, and I mean I'm spending my own money into it. I'm putting my own time, all the effort, and a partner of mine who's really doing really well in life. I ain't never gave this man nothing, and I'm like, I'm going to talk to kids. I'm trying to give the experience that I had to people, And I'm like, God dang, this shit kind of depleting. My wife like, hey, you spending money on the business, but make sure you got this straight. I'm like, I got this. Yeah. And he just came in one day. He was like, I'm gonna give you $250 for your marketing. And I'm like, am I gonna have to owe you something? Am I gonna have to give you something? Yeah. What's the catch? And he like, I don't catch, bro. I'm just trying to help you. I see you trying to work and give to the world. I had to go through my head like, he just a good guy giving. He has overflow. But because I was like,
that shit hard.
People don't do this.
People don't do it. You like, what's your motive?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You'll talk yourself
so
out
what
of it.
do you want out of this?
Yeah.
And he was like, nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it is. His overflow.
You feel like it's ulterior.
And they realize like now, like I got so much. Let me just bless somebody else.
Yep.
And you like.
Yeah.
What
What's
up?
Yeah.
Like, man, look, don't try to double back, my boy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But and it's sad that we ain't got to that place in our existence because we don't even want to accept the help because we don't know how it's gonna look on the back end. You don't trust it. So like you really stopping somebody else's blessing and what could literally be their happiness,
right?
And
giving to you
and possibly, contribute to your happiness.
Right. Yeah.
That's it.
And bruh, ain't it crazy though?
It's
crazy how we can talk ourselves out of happiness, blessings, just all kind of stuff because we like and it's all because we either been burned ourselves or we ain't seen or heard stories of so it's the PTSD that ain't even our own.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Is the story I heard from you.
But it's not a bad thing
I don't want that shit to happen to me.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing either. So
I mean, you do gotta be on guard, but don't block your blessings.
But that just plays into your level of discernment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you hope at some point you get to a place where you can figure out what's the good stuff and what's the bad stuff. If it seems like it's something that's too good to be true and it's a complete stranger, probably is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like a person pop up on your timeline like, hey, you give me $350, I'll give you $5,700. Yeah, you're like, all right.
Nah. I'm
Brandon
good,
said, brother. Maybe let's think it over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not with those eyes, but at some point, you know what I'm saying? We start
investment. That's what that is,
right? You have to start. You trust your discernment. You know what I'm saying? You grow from there. But there are times, man, when like we can really talk ourselves out of our blessings and our happiness. But I definitely think it's like the pursuit of happiness starts with what makes you happy.
Yeah, I think that's the first step.
Yeah, like
define what makes you happy and be okay in understanding that it may change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, hell yeah.
But some people will be like, some people get so tied to, like, even I'm thinking 5 years ago, this 5 years from now, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that, that's going to make me happy. But you might go 3 years or 4 years into that and be like, you know what, that's not what actually makes me happy.
Exactly.
That's not necessarily what I actually want. And you're able to pivot.
You been trying to find a way.
I got to. I respect what they doing a whole lot. But yeah, just be okay that, hey, this may not be the happiness that is in my future. And if it changes, it changes.
Absolutely. That was good.
That was.
Dr. Pepper, man.
That was.
Dr. Pepper,
Store your fucking Dr. Pepper.
Hey, man, I ain't never thought I was going to get a sponsorship from Dr. Pepper, but we got a story for y'all.
Store your Dr. Pepper.
And you can take that story and use any soda that you want to.
Root beer.
Put whatever, even if it's tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila 5 for 10.
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't store that tequila too much.
Yeah, I store tequila, brother.
It don't
last long. It don't last long. Listen, that bottle be gone before but it being left the crib. Right, like because somebody ran through a bottle anywhere.
I don't know if I can.
Fast.
But yeah.
Hey, man.
That was a good episode.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Good.
You got any final takes, Brandon?
Nah. No final takes. Byron did a lot of talking, so I think they got everything that they needed. And he actually didn't go into depth about what makes him happy, helping people. All right, and then he just went into some more shit.
I feel like I did.
I got
but I feel like my shit is just helping people.
That's cool. Sometimes it's just that simple.
So what's your shit?
What?
Like his shit is helping people. What's yours?
Making sure my family's happy.
Okay.
Yeah. And yours?
I got so many, man. No, just honestly is giving what's in me, and that honestly changes like what's in me, cause it can be just a positive interaction, or it can be giving you a book with my life story that kind of taught me some lessons, or it can be giving my time, or it can be
giving.
Yeah,
of
I
yourself.
was about to say that.
That's what's up.
Giving what's in me.
Yeah.
In whatever moment that looks like.
So man, at the end of the day, I think it's find your happiness.
One day it's gonna be giving my seed.
And then and whatever that looks like, find your happiness.
I just want to get a Brandon moment.
Find your happiness.
Wow, these are becoming Wallace moments. Slowly but surely.
Find your motherfucking happiness. Put your Nikes on and chase that.
Yeah, and put your what's your pursuit of happiness? Let us know in the comments.
Absolutely.
Man.
Let us know what your happiness is.
I've been enjoying
and what your pursuit looks like.
Them shit's been long, but I have been.
He been enjoying.
Yeah.
He ain't been coming
Yeah,
back. But
I've been reading.
He been reading. He just ain't started typing.
I really have enjoyed the last, especially the last couple weeks.
The last couple weeks.
Yeah, because y'all been interacting with us, man. That's what we love. Like that. So keep the comments coming.
Please
keep sharing. Keep subscribing. I mean, y'all can't really keep subscribing, but
you know,
tell
somebody.
Tell 5
Post
people.
us
Look, like I said, tell your friends about your
post
friends.
us on your stories.
Tell them to subscribe. Man.
So actually, we taping this on a Sunday. So like the church say, touch 5 people.
Yeah,
touch 5 people.
And
tell
let
them
know.
subscribe to Dropping Dymes.
Yeah,
subscribe to Dropping Dymes.
I like that. I like that. We're gonna make sure y'all see that.
Yeah,
listen. So man, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, giving us a little bit of your time.
Every time.
So subscribe, share, comment,
ring
hit
the
that
bell.
Hit that bell.
Go Tigers.
Roll Tide.
Take that L.
Feel the spear. Go Noles.
Hey, you seen them Gators though? We found us a quarterback, man.
Good night.
We found a quarterback.
Good night.
They were number 7 in the country.
And they number 27 now.
Now.
All right.
All love, bro. Peace.
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line